So now we are almost done, right? So now, for 30 minutes, I will try to explain the 8 verses of Shilangri Thamba's mind training. And so, please remember this morning when I said the only way to benefit sentient beings completely, the true benefiting them is showing the right path, and then, as Buddha himself said, that just giving blessing or touching my hand and giving some water pouring on you, there is no way that your negatives and the what we call imprint of the negatives won't go. So you should practice. You should do the realize what is the solution, and then you have to try to bring that into your practice. So this is the only way. So Buddha said that, right? So now, so this is that's why when, remember I said Buddha is the one, omniscient one, and so why he has achieved this fully enlightenment is to know all the suffering of all the sentient beings, and through this omniscience, then he can reach to us that whatever we have, way of our understanding, way of our we have different brains, way of thinking. So Buddha needs to know what is suitable teachings for each and everyone. So that's why he has achieved omniscience. So, and this is the only way how to fulfill other people's and then bring the cessation to all the sufferings. Other than that, everything is temporary. All the practices, all the prayers we do, it's for just like eating our lunch and dinner. So tomorrow you have to eat again, then again. So unless you achieved the cessation, and then in order to lead others and teach others, so then you need to know how I can reach to the other people's heart. This is the most difficult part. And that's why Buddha achieved omniscience. So before reaching to the omniscience and deep understanding of the ultimate truth and the Buddha nature, so before that we have to use our own what we call the good qualities that we have. So through these 8 verses of Shilangri Thamba will give you a power to overcome all these problems through you are going through. Because most of the problems are coming that you are dealing with is through the sentient beings. There is no moment that we are angry with Buddha. There is no moment that we are angry, very, very angry with our teachers. Maybe sometimes we do. But mostly, it's to the sentient beings. So now, here it will teach you that how to respect the sentient beings, how to receive some blessings from sentient beings. I put it this way. So all these practices, generosity, all these practices is given by others, right? So this is the blessing or the inspiration that we can get. But every time we fold our hand and to the Buddha statue and then feel like, Buddha, please bless me. But we always forget to hold our hands to the sentient beings. And we have seen His Holiness Dalai Lama doing this, then showing his folded hands to all this audience. And then everywhere he goes, his hand is folded. No wonder he is called our Lotus Terrace manifestation. So, I will, this is Tibetan version. I made this. Actually, I have memorized it. It's on my heart, but this, it's better I look at this. And then I will try to.
You want to see it in English?
I do have here, but then language problem, right? So when I look at then what does that mean, then I have to ask you. So I will make my version of it versus of missionaries. But meaning will be same. Maybe explanation. Okay. 다른 심진 탐제라 이신의 보내라고 저저 상바 이따도 제가 좀 Now first is, so it's saying that I will anytime, everywhere, what if you have, do you have that?
Here.
But it's okay.
I think we have it
Maybe here?
on page 24.
Oh, see.
Should I take some?
Yeah.
Yes, in Hebrew.
Yeah, see.
Hebrew.
Okay. So now, if I made some mistake, with proudly you can say that hey, something's wrong. So the first verses, the meaning is, I respect all the sentient beings because from them I get a chance, an opportunity to practice bodhicitta and then to become enlightenment. This is the treasure for everybody. What is treasure actually, right? Treasure is something like jewels, jewelries, diamonds. We call this treasure, and then something that you can bring. Once you have it, you feel like every problem is solved. So now, fully enlightenment, seeing the fully enlightenment is the only way to bring happiness to yourself and others. Now, first we should put others, and then second, yourself. So then this is the only way that we can, unless we don't give any respect to the sentient beings, you can't achieve it. So I respect all sentient beings. It looks like the first verse telling us this. The second verse is, Kandu Sudan Province, Dani Gunle Menta, Shanla Sambatawa, you short of Jebels in the show. So whenever I go, then I will put others above and then I will stay lower. So that doesn't mean talking about a position. It is talking about inside your heart. You don't need to show so much. Tibetans, they do. But here in the West, it will be very funny, just falling down. This is not the custom here, right? So mainly it is from to our heart. So once you are always have a heart or a space inside you, so you hear that somebody is in trouble, then you feel very worried and then feel to help them. So if you feel look down to others, then you become so important, and then you don't want to even like even you wanted to do, but then you have ego, right? So then you will feel like if I go there, then person might think now he's showing me respect, and then others might think I'm lower than him. So we have this kind of way of thinking. So that's why if I'm with my teacher, so that's how I put our teacher before. So you respect that. But then for me, for this text looks like I should go down and I should put all you up here. But this is not meaning of the physicals or what this seed, right? So making a space to others, so you can put easily inside your heart. So this is what its meaning. Then third verse is Cholam Kunla Ranjula Tojin, Magyamata Tashin Mahung Shivan, Tsenshab Dover Show. This is one of the most important verse here. So every time, wherever I go and stay, if something, the reflection is coming inside you, and then you will have to think, it is not healthy thing, it is not good for myself and others, so I should stop it immediately. Normally what we do, killing, stealing, we don't do it because the government has a rule. If I want to do it, but if I do that, then I will end up in jail or prison, and then so on, so on. So this is everything to do with yourself. But now, person who is practicing bodhicitta should think, I can't do this because it is harming others, and I am the one who's always wish to see them happy. So how can I do that? So that is saying that Tsenshab Dong means, remember when I taught about how to abandon. There's two ways to abandon. One is something that the concrete, and then one is from the root. So here it is saying, if I left this and just only abandon as the concrete, just to put it away, then the root is there, or the imprint is there. So every time it will bring what we call destructive emotions. So for others and your, for goodness of your and others, so I will cut it down from the root. So that's it is saying. rangxin nyingbe senjen ni didu chabu ne dang se rangxin derdan chabu se never go jinzi shu. And this is the one of the most difficult thing to practice, but then this is most pleasant to overcome when you have this wish to. It is a good sign if you have a kind of a strong imprint of bodhicitta nature or not. So once you hear this, because if somebody who is your enemy, or every time he's looking down to you, so then if you hear this person is in a very what we call bad situation, and then if you feel this is it, it's a really good news for me, then this is the sign that you are not ready to achieve this kind of bodhicitta. So once you feel, well, when you hear about this, then you feel, maybe at the first moment you might feel strong, then slowly thinking about the Buddha nature and all these three jewels, and then bodhicitta, and then you think, now I feel very sorry for the person. He has done so many bad things to me. But this bad and good, so remember when I said about the emptiness. Now this is the time to show what emptiness can do, right? So what such things bad? But this is more I just put it that way. And then I make so much from my own mind. But this is, if somebody that whom you love so much, if he or she says something bad, you will try to be patient. But then that person you haven't taken so dearly, so now from this point you are thinking, how can he say and so bad thing to me? Sometimes we put other person in a different level and say, he or she can say that to me. But this is all from the way you are looking at it into. So once you hear this kind of news, that person is in a great danger or something is happening bad with him, then now this time if you can go to him, or maybe there is something, because the person might be, now let's put this image like this, maybe he's in a hospital and then maybe he doesn't have any what do you call chance to live. Then you go to him and then tell him that for a long time we have a difficulty within each other, but I forgive you, and then don't worry about everything. So from now I just forgive you. From my side it's clear. So if you have this kind of courage and give him this kind of love, then if you're looking kind of this opportunity for every day, it won't happen like it will just come up to you, because every day you putting all the sentient beings as your mother, father, or then your teacher, like a teacher. So then you cannot skip one person from there, so you are adding also the person whom you really have some problem. And so that time when you hear this kind of news, so then you will find this chance. This is the time that I have to go and now make everything clear between us. So this Geshe Langpa Temple is praying like this. So it's not just a prayer. This is something that we should put that in action. It's difficult, but then as Chandideva said, we call it difficult, but if you put that in a use and in habit, then it becomes easier and easier. So where is the difficult now? Something like that. Now the fifth one, Dala Shenji Chado Shigula so Meribi, Kambarangi Lemba, the Jagashin of Bulwasho. So now this is, we should be very careful way of this thinking. It is saying that if from the wrong way of thinking from the other person, and maybe he or she will say something bad or that maybe beat you, but it is not for me to be okay to what we call reply straightly, but then I will take all this what do you call blame? I will take all the blame towards me, and then I will give them the victory. So this is Bodhisattva's practice. But in real life, sometimes we should differentiate between this, right? But then if you think, if you have to say something, you have to say something, but it is not like you just are in a corner and somebody's beating you and you just taking everything and then say, I give you the victory. That will be sometimes very stupid. But you give the victory, even you won the case, even you won the battle, so still you are ready to offer the victory. This is the great sign. So sometimes we have to teach people lessons sometimes in a good way, right? Otherwise, many people are confused with this. Then it looks, this I can do it because if somebody comes and hit me, and then should I say, oh, sorry, that's not right. So for sure it's not right. But so let somebody hits you, and then say something bad. So then you just have to say, I have done nothing wrong. And then even you have to quote, you just go, and even you have to sue the person. And then final battle. So that you won, you are ready to say, I did this because it's right and wrong thing. And then I always support the right thing. So you should always do that. So I'm thinking that. So now I got this victory, but I give this victory to you. And then there's no such thing as a prize or something, but this is not a game, right? So you always, whenever you see this person, don't feel like he's the enemy. You feel this is a person that who taught me a lesson about patience. This is how you give the victory. Then sixth, patience. So we find, in order to guide us about what is Buddha nature, what is kindness, what is compassion, what is emptiness. We will find so many teachers on this and gurus. But then the real practice of patience is something that you will have to learn from your enemy. So, and this, without this patience, there's no chance to get fully enlightened. So I take the person who we call enemy as my teacher. Now seventh, don't know. Some Juba Pendemon, my so it is called a secret practice. And when we hear this keyword, secret, so everybody goes, what is secret? Yeah. What curiosity. So sometimes we can help other people if you are able to, but then sometimes we can't. So that time the practice is we call taking and giving. Is that right? Taking and giving. So then that kind of practice is a very secret practice actually. Because whenever don't you feel that if you do it secretly and then you are putting more dear towards it or near to your heart. So, and then be careful with this kind of practice because if we are thinking about all the suffering coming towards you and then giving all this whatever you have achieved or virtues that you have given for others. This is mind training. But at the actual level, there's no such thing as Buddha said it. I can take away your pain and the suffering. So how can we do that? But so when you feel there's helpless, so helpless that you see other people suffering and do it through this compassion, it's unbearable. Like mother having only one child and that child, infant, is very sick. So the mother can sleep and then can eat. So this kind of compassion, when you do have for the sentient beings, so then practice of this becomes automatically one kind of practice because there's no other way. So then you put this kind of practice, taking and giving, and it will, for some time, it will relax your mind. So whatever I have, I will give it. So then if you have nothing more to give, then it's complete giving. There's no more. So you're happy, right? So through this kind of strong practice, so compassion grows very fast inside you. That's what one of my teachers told me. But in reality, Buddha has done it, His Holiness is doing it, and my dear King Jasula is doing it, and another teacher is doing it. But many people are still suffering, and many people will still suffer. Only one way: show them the reality and lead them to the full enlightenment. That's why it is saying the 8 words. So now it is teaching on the ultimate truth. So whatever we do this kind of practice, I'm doing only for benefit of others, nothing to do with me. I don't want a big name. I don't want to just be popular doing this kind of practice. I don't need any praise, and then I don't need commission from this. So I do it